If you have high cholesterol, cardiovascular disease, or a family history of heart disease, your relationship with eggs needs to be more cautious than for the general population. But this doesn't mean you have to avoid eggs entirely. It means being strategic, understanding your individual response, and working within specific guidelines. Let me provide detailed guidance for navigating egg consumption when you're at cardiovascular risk. The fundamental recommendation for people with elevated cholesterol or cardiovascular disease is limiting egg yolks to 4 per week, not the 7 that healthy individuals can consume. This is a significant difference. For egg yolks, weekly works out to roughly 1 every other day, or 2 eggs on 2 days of the week. This restriction assumes you're minimizing saturated fat from other sources in your diet. Here's why this limitation matters for at-risk individuals specifically. While most people show minimal blood cholesterol response to dietary cholesterol, approximately 25% of people are what we call hyperresponders. These individuals do experience significant increases in blood cholesterol when they consume dietary cholesterol. If you have high cholesterol already, there's a reasonable chance you're a hyperresponder, which means dietary cholesterol does impact your lipid levels. The only way to know your individual response is through testing. Work with your healthcare provider to check your lipid panel, then make dietary changes including monitored egg consumption, and retest after a few months. If your LDL cholesterol remains stable or improves, eggs within the 4 yolk per week guideline are likely fine for you. If your LDL rises significantly, you may need to restrict further or eliminate egg yolks entirely for a period. Egg whites remain unlimited even for people with high cholesterol. Remember, all the cholesterol and saturated fat are in the yolk. Egg whites provide pure protein with 0 cholesterol, 0 saturated fat, and 0 fat of any kind. You can eat egg whites daily without concern about cardiovascular impact. This makes them valuable for maintaining protein intake while managing cholesterol. Let me give you practical strategies for making 4 egg yolks stretch further through the week. When making scrambled eggs or omelets, use 1 whole egg plus 3 or 4 egg whites. This gives you the nutritional benefits of that yolk, including the choline, vitamins, and beneficial compounds, while boosting total protein substantially without adding more cholesterol or saturated fat. A 4-egg omelet made this way has the cholesterol and fat of 1 egg, but the protein of 4. Another strategy is using your yolk budget strategically. Maybe you save your egg yolks for weekend breakfasts when you have time to prepare a special meal with vegetables. During the work week, you rely on egg whites for quick protein. This approach lets you enjoy whole eggs while staying within guidelines. For people with very high LDL cholesterol, above 190 milligrams per deciliter, or those with familial hypercholesterolemia, a genetic condition causing extremely high cholesterol, even 4 egg yolks weekly may be too many. Your cardiologist might recommend eliminating egg yolks temporarily while working to bring cholesterol down through medication and other dietary changes. In these cases, egg whites can still provide protein benefits. If you've had a recent cardiac event like a heart attack, your restrictions during recovery may be stricter than the standard guidelines. Follow your cardiologist's specific recommendations, which might include temporarily avoiding egg yolks entirely as part of an aggressive approach to reducing cardiovascular risk. When you do consume egg yolks within your limit, consider choosing pasture-raised eggs, which contain higher omega-3 fatty acids and may offer marginal cardiovascular benefits compared to conventional eggs. While this doesn't change the fundamental restriction, it maximizes the nutritional value of the yolks you do eat. The broader context matters enormously. For egg yolks weekly is the guideline assuming you're minimizing saturated fat from other sources. If you're eating red meat multiple times weekly, adding butter and cheese to foods regularly, and consuming significant saturated fat elsewhere, even 4 egg yolks might be too much. The egg yolks don't exist in isolation. They're part of your total saturated fat and cholesterol intake.